I'll have more of my new album, Fast Life, for you guys to check out right here on the Hollywood 5.
The weekly Hollywood 5. Kid Craddock and Hyla counting down the 5 juiciest stories of the week.
I'm about to shut this thing down.
We are back on the Hollywood 5. That is Joe Jonas. He's got a new album coming out. You got to pick that one up. Fast Life, October 11th.
Yes,
is when it goes down.
Promote for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. Love Slayer. It's one of the tracks off the new album, and you're doing like this remix contest with it.
Yeah, I'm doing this remix contest where a bunch of different DJs can send in their different versions of Love Slayer. So it's out there for people to be able to kind of remix with, and there's a little bit of a confusion because people think it's the single because they got leaked or something. But really, it's supposed to be out there for people to kind of mess with it and
just have fun with it.
Yeah, so see what they can come up with. But also, I like giving content like that to fans and new listeners. But I'll have another single soon.
I'm digging it. It's
thank you.
Totally a dance track, something you can hear in the club. I feel like you that's where your music is headed with this album. You got more R&B fusion in there. This one is more of a dance infused track. Is that kind of like representing your lifestyle? Do you find yourself hanging out in clubs more and picking up that kind of vibe and listening to that kind of music?
Yeah, I mean, I love going out when it's appropriate. Obviously, like I can't go out every night, but I think it's so cool to be able to see some of the DJs and what they've been doing and things like that. So I'm always love watching and listening, and some of the stuff you hear on my records definitely can be played in clubs. Hopefully.
Who are some of the DJs that you're listening to?
There's Swedish House Mafia. I think is awesome.
Amazing.
Dead Mouse is really good too. Tiesto's cool. There's a couple. I mean, you know the song. Woo, Barbra Streisand.
Tuck Sauce.
All right,
of course.
I wasn't sure. Okay,
dude,
I'm starting to see this guy gets out a lot.
Whoa, this is a little. I'm a little offended, slightly, a little bit.
Okay,
I don't know like the #1 hipster song of the year.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hipster over here.
I'm not.
I saw the hole in your shoe.
Thank you. That's right. I bought it that way. I mean, I don't hang out with Aziz, but you know.
Oh, please.
It's all good.
Hey, it costs a lot of money to be hipster.
I'm telling you. What's
it costs a lot of money to make it look like you don't care.
Yeah, exactly. All right, still coming up. We got speaking of hipsters, Ben Lyons. He's a movie critic. He's going to be joining us. We're going to break down the weekend box office next.
The Hollywood 5.
All right, what's up, guys? It's Hyla in Hollywood. I'm here with Joe Jonas, my co-host, and we got to get Ben Lyons on the phone right now. There is definitely a wide variety of films for just about everybody this weekend.
Yeah, I think the most important film of the weekend, Hyla, is obviously The Help. It came out on Wednesday, already earned about $6 million its first day, based on a very popular book. It's with Viola Davis and Emma Stone, who's really the it girl of the summer. Powerful story, the 1960s, of race relations in the South and housekeepers and maids dealing with the white families that employ them. Bryce Dallas Howard plays just a nasty woman. Lots of early Oscar buzz about this, and people who have read the book and now have seen the movie seem to really enjoy the theatrical interpretation of it. I saw it yesterday, and it's just it's pretty powerful stuff. Good movie.
Another Oscar contender, 30 Minutes or Less, right?
Yeah, I think a Razzie contender, perhaps. Jesse Eisenberg and Aziz Ansari, as well as Danny McBride and Nick Swartzen, a caper comedy. There's rumors that it was loosely based on a true story that didn't end so funny. I think it's more coincidence than it is a true connection. But, you know, I mean, the first time we've seen Jesse Eisenberg in a live-action role since Social Network. He was one of the voices in Rio. And now Aziz Ansari getting a shot at carrying a big summer film. So we'll see what those guys can put up at the box office this weekend. You know, R-rated comedies have hit and miss this summer, right? You know, last week was a change-up, kind of missed the mark. Earlier in the summer, Horrible Bosses did very well. So we'll see what happens with 30 Minutes.
Well, Joe, you were at the premiere of 30 Minutes. What went down?
It was a really fantastic film, I thought Aziz really killed it. To see him in a movie for like that for the first time, it's so funny.
So you roll with Aziz.
No. Aziz rolls with Joe Jonas. He's such a little hipster, Aziz, with his skinny ties and his little boat shoes, texting a Jonas brother. He is so paper fader magazine. It's ridiculous.
Let's talk a little Glee 3D. I'm kind of a closet Gleek. I'm not afraid to admit it. I liked it, and I was feeling the movie.
Yeah, they've really milked this quickly. I mean, it's only been, 1 or 2 seasons for Glee. There's already a tour. There's already talks of spin-off shows. There's already now a 3D movie.
The candy
Fox has
scene,
really
I'm
run
sure.
this brand through the machine, but it hasn't really compromised the brand. People still love it. People love showing up as a guest star on the show, Gwyneth Paltrow or whomever. So, the fact that they're having a big movie now this summer, I think it's going to do huge. There was a huge movement of musicals that came around with Hairspray in Chicago, and there were so many of them back-to-back, the producers. Now it's kind of calmed down a little bit. I was on the set of Camp Rock 2 outside of Toronto. We can talk about that later. But, now it's like musicals they're coming back a little bit. So I'd like to see that Glee is taking it to the big screen in 3D.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much for checking in. Appreciate it.
Joe Jonas, I'll see you in the streets, buddy. Take care. Good luck.
From Hollywood, it's the Hollywood 5 Countdown with Kid Craddock and Hyla.
What's up? It's Hyla in Hollywood. I'm here with Joe Jonas, who's co-hosting. No Kid Craddock this week.
Kid Craddock got stuck buying Girl Scout cookies.
Coming up, we got more scoop from Joe. We got another track. This is great. I only have, your people would only give me 30 seconds of this next song. They said it was so top secret. The album doesn't drop till October 11th, but this track was so top secret, I only could get 30 seconds of it. Apparently, it's like a national treasure.
You should be thankful for those 30 seconds.
I am thankful.
I'm
and we're
just
going to
kidding.
play all 30 seconds. And still to come, Jake Pavelka in an exclusive interview. He's given us the inside scoop on this season's Bachelor Pad.
That's right.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy is correct. And
I love
Jennifer
that.
Aniston. Have you ever just worn the wrong shirt somewhere?
Are you talking about the pregnancy mistake?
How ridiculous is
This
this
happens
story?
to me all the time, man.
Man, we got to tell you what's going on with Jennifer Aniston.
How could you ever think Jennifer Aniston looks so good all the time?
Always.
Why would they think she looked pregnant?
We will explain it all to you coming up on the Hollywood 5.
I'm upset.
The Hollywood 5 with Kid Craddock and Hyla.
We are back on the Hollywood 5. I'm Hyla in Hollywood. Kid is out this week. He's actually watching Planet of the Apes for the 5th time, so we'll catch up with him next week. Speaking of Planet of the Apes, James Franco stars in that, but he was also in another film this year. Your Highness is out on DVD this week. I had a chance to catch up with the cast when the movie premiered. Here's Danny McBride telling me why it's so hard to act opposite Natalie Portman.
In one scene, David forced me to call her a whore, which I couldn't get through. But honestly, it wasn't even that. It was just that Natalie is such an amazing actress, and to have her in this film was like mind-blowing to me. And so anytime we got into any scene where she was doing anything remotely funny, I had a hard time keeping it together because it was just so surreal that she was playing around with us. It was just hilarious.
Is that why, like, regular guys, like, I consider myself a regular-looking dude. You're a regular-looking dude. Is that why guys like you, like, get into writing so you can write in, like, beautiful women make-out scenes?
I mean, honestly, the whole purpose of this movie was if I could bend the laws of physics to create a moment where I could kiss Natalie Portman. Mission accomplished.
Now, one person I love is James Franco. He can be a little strange, but super cool all at the same time. I asked him about Natalie Portman. First, he kind of corrected me. Then he quickly moved to this ridiculous answer.
The movie is ridiculous and raunchy and over the top and all those great things. Natalie Portman, she's none of those things. Can you talk about her, this side of her?
I think I think you're wrong there. She loved the dirty humor. I think she loved it more than anybody, actually. And she's told me that the reason she wanted to do a comedy was that she saw Pineapple Express and she wanted to do a comedy like that. So
what were some raunchy moments, maybe another side of her off camera, some moments that you guys shared, that you learned about her?
It was weird. We were out one night and then she started growing these black feathers and she turned into a black swan. It was crazy.
Your Highness is out on DVD this week. Go pick it up. And while you're downloading Your Highness off of iTunes, don't forget to get our show as well. Just search The Hollywood 5 in the podcast section. Next up, Jake Pavelka from The Bachelor Pad checks in.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm going to come with it with the questions. The Hollywood 5 continues next.
The Hollywood 5. Kid Craddock and Hyla counting down the 5 juiciest stories of the week.
What's up? We are back on the Hollywood 5. I'm here with my co-host, Joe Jonas.
Yep.
You know, they say that it's so easy to live in Hollywood, but the reality is we had to turn our AC on for the first time this summer.
It was insane.
It got so hot we had to turn on our AC, right?
That is not okay.
I had to,
I had to use equipment in my house that I pay for.
The Hollywood Five.
Number 2.
Bachelor Jake Pavelka is on the line with us right now. No, he's not actually calling from a plane, but he is familiar with planes. Jake, what is up, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I thought the premiere kicked off the show